precious Scorpio friends, the dreams, the networks, the friendships. The universe is pruning back what no longer belongs in your future. Let's find out more with this week's astro weather. This video is a forecast for your sun, moon, or your rising sign. You can check out all three videos if you would like, and they'll tell you how the stars are going to affect your life this week. I'm Kesenya, and welcome to the Astro News and Weather Report for the second week of July 2026. Remember, friends, this is tropical Vedic astrology, not sidereal astrology. Look it up if you need to. And yes, I am a real person, not AI. Now let's jump right in to what we're looking at this week in the astral skies. And on the 10th or 11th of July, depending where you are in the world, of course, when this is actually going to be exact, Venus is going to conjunct the south node of the moon at 2 degrees of Virgo. This is a powerful energy that will bring about karmic ripening in the lives of many at this time. You could give or take a couple of days either side to see the effects of this. But people with planets at 2 degrees of Virgo are especially going to notice the impact of this transit. Now, this transit occurs on an annual basis, so it's not unusual, but it is powerful if it's interacting with your chart in a very personal way. Now, addressing relationship issues, reactivating your creative voice, or honestly facing your financial situation, these are some of the ways that this interaction might express. Now, if you sense a lack in these areas of life, or if you have difficulties at the moment in these areas of life, this transit is asking you to focus on releasing what is destroying you, holding you back, keeping you from your best expression in this regard. So this might look like releasing negative attitudes, reflecting on your past behaviors with money, with women or men, with lovers. And it's a chance for us to do something about it. Especially, we all make mistakes. None of us are really victims. We actually have control and power over our lives. It's about a matter of choice. Venus is the planet that rules choice. And so this is giving us the chance to readdress old issues, old wounds, old hurts, and do something about it, to take back control over financial circumstances, relational circumstances, attitudes, and to implement the power of choice that Venus gives us. What can we do then to address these old, things that come bubbling up to the surface? We can journal. We could do dance therapy or some kind of art therapy or music therapy to heal and release the wounds caught in the body regarding those things. We could create a releasing ritual. I've shared with my Patreon family on many occasions various rituals for certain astrological configurations that allow us to move beyond our stuck patternings. So if you're part of the Patreon family, you might like to refer to one of those rituals that we've shared in the past. Or if you're familiar with these sorts of things, you might like to create your own ritual to release the hurts and the traumas that we may have around Venusian things at this time. There is never a better time in the astral year to release hurts and traumas associated with Venus than when it is crossing the south node of the moon, because the south node of the moon is to let go, to release, to excrete anything to do with Venus energy, which, if you follow astrology, you will know is relationships, is money, is our ability to know pleasure. It is our ability to choose our own adventure, to choose the life that we want. So under this influence, your soul can be freed from these burdens, and this leaves you in a lighter place, a brighter place, ready for new energy to come rushing into your life because you've cleared the slate, so to speak, during this transit, and that opens up room for new wonderful things to take their place once this transit is over. But what is this energy, Venus with the south node, not helpful for? Well, it's a dreadful time to do anything to do with beautification. Don't go and get your hair cut. Don't buy a whole new wardrobe, or don't redecorate the house under this energy. It won't do you any favors, because the beauty, the aesthetics of Venus are equally depleted when it crosses the south node. So when this transit passes, get my words out, You may find that that bright purple bathroom was not really what you wanted after all. Damn it. So keep that in mind. It's also an inauspicious time to share your love for somebody, to go on a date with someone, or even to get fertility treatment. Now, of course, that's very personal to the chart that you carry yourself, but as a general influence, it's not a good energy for fertility treatment. You might also find that young women, which are ruled by Venus, might be somehow problematic in your life, a cause of trouble or heartache or upset. And even you might find, my friends, that unwanted lovers from the past return into your life, probably to clear their karmic slate, but don't be surprised if they pop up and cause you to rehash old experiences in that way. What can you do with Venus conjunct South Node energy? Well, it's a helpful energy for saying goodbye to past mistakes, as we've already discussed, and therefore it is a great clearing energy so that you can draw in new love, draw in a new financial situation, or a new experience of creativity, a new experience of elegance or beauty as this transit passes. It's a time to sow the fertile ground in readiness for the greater blessing. So I'm from a farming background, and you don't sow your seeds into thistly soil. You clear out the weeds. In this case, we're talking about the weeds of the past, so that the soil, the field is ready for the new seeds to be sown. And that's what we're doing at this time. The South Node, as I've said, is where we let things go. It's the celestial, my words struggling to come out today, the celestial recycling bin. So while Venus is what we love and how we value ourselves and what we hold on to, it does rule Taurus, which is the hoarding energy in its shadow side, of course. When the South Node and Venus meet, the universe is actually asking us, what old relationship habits, what old financial anxieties, what perfectionist tendencies are you finally ready to let go of and release? Let's look exactly at where this is happening in your chart, sign by sign. Scorpio, with Venus conjunct the South Node in your 11th house, the karmic release is happening in the realm of your social world, your life's dreams, your networks, and the communities that you belong to. This is a common transit, Venus with the South Node, but it rarely happens in Virgo, your 11th house in whole sign astrology. So this is a wonderful, rare, energetic opportunity to make the changes necessary to your 11th house that will support the blossoming of new visions, new dreams, new networks that want to come in. You know, this is the house of what we receive from how well we honor ourselves. And the energy on the 10th or 11th of July, depending where you are in the world, it's asking whether the friendships and the groups and the ambitions that you're investing in are truly in alignment with who you're becoming, or whether they are comfortable relics of what you used to be instead. You know, a female friend, because Venus is the feminine energy, or a female mentor figure might feature somehow in you releasing the connections to such things. You know, perhaps an old friendship dynamic that's run its course with a girlfriend comes to a conclusion. Or a network or an organization that you've outgrown, you're somehow triggered to leave that network or that organization by the role of a young woman, somehow or other featuring in that letting go. You know, the 11th house, Scorpio, also governs our deepest desires and wishes that, if left to the unconscious, can undermine our inner peace. Not many people will talk about that being a factor of the 11th house, but it is true. The 10th or 11th of July is a potent time to examine whether you are reaching towards a goal that is genuinely nourishing for you, or simply a habit of wanting. Maybe a habit of wanting that's come out of cultural conditioning, or a habit of wanting that is, you know, an expectation of your spiritual group or your network that you're part of or whatever. And that's, again, a point of reason as to why you may need to let that go at this time, because maybe it's not truly in alignment with your soul and your soul's journey. Time to explore and examine such things now and release them where necessary. Now, friends, this is not a favorable day for doing any kind of fundraising work or anything that involves group launches or stock market activity or making bold social overtures. Avoid it. Put it off for a couple of days until Venus is fully separated from the South Node. It is, though, on the 10th and 11th, a good day, a superb day for writing down the desires that you're ready to release, the wishes that have actually just turned into anxiety and frustration, and do some ceremony around letting them go. It's about learning to trust that the fertile ground that you clear away under this energy is going to make space for far greater abundance and belonging and dreams that are much more in alignment with what you truly want going forward into the future. Quite an exciting time if you can work with this energy to your advantage, my beautiful Scorpio friends. And you know what, Scorpio? I am offering readings again. I had a bit of a sabbatical due to some family concerns. Now my readings are open once again if you would like to meet with me to discuss whatever it is that you're going through energetically. Plus, I also have a new offering. It's a yes-no question reading. It's very cost-effective. If you've got a simple question, yes-no question, that requires answering, such as, should I move to the other side of the country? Should I take up this new position? Yes-no questions only, but this is a great new reading offering and I hope you enjoy it.